You've been lied to about fitness, and the lie is costing you every single workout. No breakfast, no pre-workout shake, no energy bar. Just you, an empty stomach, and a biological truth your ancestors lived by every single day. What I'm about to show you will completely rewrite everything you think you know about fat loss, muscle, and human performance. The $140 billion supplement industry has spent decades convincing you that you need to fuel before you move, but the science tells a completely different story. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody in the fitness industry wants you to hear. Your body right now is either in building mode or repair mode, and it cannot do both at the same time. Every single time you eat before a workout, you are silently forcing your body to choose the wrong mode, and most people do this every single day of their lives. A groundbreaking 2024 study published in Cell Metabolism discovered that fasted exercise triggers a cellular emergency protocol that fed exercise simply cannot activate. They named it the metabolic master switch. When that switch flips, your body stops being a sugar-burning amateur and transforms into a fat-incinerating machine, operating exactly the way evolution designed it to. But here is what genuinely shocked the researchers. This switch doesn't just burn fat, it activates over 300 genes directly linked to longevity, cellular repair, and disease prevention simultaneously. To understand why this matters, you need to understand the two fuel tanks your body is carrying right now. Tank 1 is glycogen, approximately 2,000 calories stored in your muscles and liver, quick burning, easy to access, and completely gone within 90 minutes of hard exercise. Tank 2 is your body fat, a staggering 100,000 plus calories of pure stored energy, enough to fuel your body for 40 to 50 days straight without a single meal. That's enough energy to run over 1,000 miles without stopping, and it's sitting inside you right now, completely locked away and untouched. Here's why it stays locked. Your body treats that fat reserve like a nuclear launch code, and it only releases it under very specific biological conditions. When you eat before training, you're sending your body a signal that says fresh fuel has just arrived, so there's absolutely no reason to open the vault. Your insulin spikes to 15 to 20 units per milliliter, your fat cells lock down tighter than Fort Knox, and your body burns the easiest thing available, that banana you just ate, worth maybe 100 calories total. You walked into the gym with a Ferrari engine and drove it like a golf cart, and the damage doesn't stop when you finish your last rep. Research from the European Journal of Applied Physiology confirms that a single insulin spike suppresses fat oxidation for up to 6 full hours after you finish exercising. You're not just limiting your workout, you're actively working against your own body for hours after you've already left the gym and gone home. Your body doesn't care about your fitness goals, it cares about survival, and from a survival perspective, why would it ever touch long-term reserves when you keep delivering easy fuel every 3 hours? It's like having a trust fund worth millions but working minimum wage jobs because you're too afraid to check your own account balance. But now imagine walking into that gym 12 to 16 hours fasted. Everything about your body's internal chemistry changes in ways that are almost hard to believe. Within 30 minutes of fasted exercise, insulin drops to near zero, those fat cell padlocks explode open, and your liver begins producing ketones, a superfuel your brain actually prefers over glucose. A landmark study from the British Journal of Nutrition tracked 2 groups performing identical workouts, and the results were so clear they were almost unfair. The fasted group burned 20% more fat during the workout itself, but the real advantage showed up in what happened after the session ended. Their metabolism stayed elevated and active for a full 24 hours afterward, turning them into fat-burning furnaces even while they slept, watched TV, and went about their normal lives. The fed group returned to baseline metabolism within just 3 hours. They worked equally as hard, sweat just as much, and suffered just as much for a fraction of the actual results. A 2023 study published in Nature Metabolism found that fasted exercise increases AMPK activity by 52%, triggering a full cascade of biological benefits that supplementation simply cannot replicate. AMPK forces your mitochondria, your cellular power plants, to multiply and strengthen because your body now demands a more powerful engine to survive the challenge you're placing on it. More mitochondria means more energy production, more fat-burning capacity, more endurance, and a metabolism that runs hotter and more efficiently around the clock. Elite endurance athletes have up to 40% more mitochondria than sedentary people, and every single fasted training session you complete is building that biological advantage inside your own body.
AMPK also activates autophagy, your body's cellular recycling and deep cleaning program that silently runs in the background during fasted states. Damaged proteins, dysfunctional organelles, and even precancerous cells are identified, broken down, and eliminated through autophagy. Your body is literally taking out its own trash while you train. Think of it as your immune system running a full diagnostic and cleaning sweep on every cell in your body, simultaneously while you're doing your morning workout. Now here is the part that sounds too extraordinary to be real, but the research is consistent, replicated, and impossible to ignore. Fasted exercise triggers a 2,000% increase in human growth hormone, not 20%, not 200%, 2,000% above your resting baseline levels. A normal adult produces roughly 0.5 nanograms per milliliter of growth hormone at rest. After fasted exercise, that number surges past 10 nanograms per milliliter. That is the exact same level children produce during growth spurts, when their bodies are literally building new tissue, new bone, and new muscle overnight. Growth hormone is your body's master sculptor. It repairs muscle fibers, incinerates stored fat, tightens skin, strengthens bones, and reverses cellular aging markers at a biological level. Pharmaceutical companies sell synthetic versions of this exact hormone for $1,000 to $3,000 per month to wealthy clients in anti-aging clinics across the country. You are producing it for free every single morning, simply by choosing not to eat breakfast before you move your body. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism confirmed that this growth hormone surge specifically targets visceral fat, the dangerous deep belly fat wrapped around your organs like a toxic internal blanket. Visceral fat is directly linked to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and premature death, and your body is incinerating it without a single pill, powder, or injection. Growth hormone also increases collagen production by up to 30%, meaning tighter skin, stronger joints, faster recovery, and measurably fewer wrinkles over time. It deepens your REM sleep cycles, strengthens your immune response, and enhances your body's ability to fight off infections and abnormal cell growth simultaneously. There is a reason growth hormone is called the fountain of youth hormone, and the most powerful way to produce it costs you absolutely nothing except the discipline to skip breakfast. Here is the evolutionary reason all of this works so perfectly. Your ancestors never had access to food 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They hunted while hungry, they moved while fasted, and they were at their most physically sharp and cognitively focused when their stomachs were completely empty. Evolution spent 2 million years designing your body to be most dangerous, most alert, and most capable precisely when you haven't eaten. Fasting triggers a surge of norepinephrine, the hunter hormone, which sharpens focus, increases reaction speed, elevates pain tolerance, and activates every survival system your body has. Modern humans eat every 3 hours and wonder why they feel chronically tired, mentally foggy, physically weak, and unable to reach the body composition they're working toward. You are not broken. You are simply running outdated software that was installed by a $140 billion industry that profits from your dependency on their products. So here is exactly what to do with this information starting this week. For fat loss, perform low to moderate intensity cardio while fasted, brisk walking, cycling, or swimming, and your body will feast on stored fat like it was born to do, because it was. For muscle building, lift weights fasted, but keep sessions under 45 minutes, then break your fast within 2 hours using 30 to 40 grams of high-quality protein to trigger maximum muscle protein synthesis. If you feel dizzy, shaky, or lightheaded, stop and listen to your body. This isn't about suffering, it's about strategic optimization, and adaptation takes time. Start with a 12-hour fasting window, extend to 16 as your body adapts, and let your body remember what it was engineered to do over millions of years of evolution. The fitness industry makes billions selling you pre-workout formulas, BCAAs, and energy bars. Meanwhile, the most powerful performance enhancer in human history is completely free and requires you to do less, not more. Your body is not a machine demanding constant fuel. It is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering that thrives, grows, and rebuilds itself most powerfully under strategic deprivation. The only question left is whether you are brave enough to trust 2 million years of evolution over 20 years of aggressive marketing.